And this might have solved the whole problem. I got my dash more or less centered. And I got about a ½ an inch right in the middle from the windshield, and of course the ends are touching. So actually Bondo up that whole area. That'll give me another ½ inch of Bondo or something on it. See up in there how much I got. And if I cut this tin piece off here, which is kind of rusted anyway, you see where I tried to fix it. I just cut that off completely. That'll give me a straight shot down onto the dash. I can put a flush piece across there, and the dash will go right up into it. I'll have a completely gapless thing here, and I'll have a frame. Of course it'll be made out of Bondo, but I'll have a completely solid frame that the windshield will fit right into all the way across. And it'll also be sitting onto this dash, which is metal. That should give it quite a bit of strength. And the dash looks pretty good there. It was kind of long and I was worried about knees and things, but you know, that moved it up another 1.5 to 2 inches. So it looks like the dash will work out pretty good just like it is. I've got room there on the bottom to make a bracket. It looks like I can even bolt the bracket into this top part up here. Got like 1/4 inch on that side, 3/4 on that one, so I'm sure I can get a bolt into that top bracket. And the bottom one will be easy enough to figure out. I can make a cover plate that'll fit the whole thing across there. And this dash will work out just fine. So what I determined I have to do here is, first of all, mount this dash exactly where it's going to go. Drill my holes and mounts and everything in it. Make sure it's on exactly square. Then of course tape it. And fill it with Bondo. I can see here that there's going to be a gap there on both sides. I think the dash is straight. It looks like it, so probably the window was bent a little bit. I'll check that and make sure before I start getting too carried away, but it could be just because my Bondo's trimmed. It looks like it's crooked, but it's really not. If it was all straight up and down, and of course I've got it on the brackets here. It's got a little edge that's being held out. I've just got it clamped to the body, so it could be anywhere. I don't know what's stopping it, but I'll do that on both sides. Yeah, on this side I just kind of whacked it in with a hammer, so I'll have to set both of these brackets first to where they're exactly the same length from the body. Center the dash. If I have to, I'll have to cut a little place out of right here so this edge will be flat. Mount my brackets in, get it first straight with the frame, and then figure out exactly where the dash is going to go. Drill it and put a couple bolts in it so it'll stay where I want it. And at that point I can determine what I need to do on the rest of this. how I'm going to do it, but I'm pretty sure if I just take this gap here and fill this all with Bondo, that the dash will fit right into it perfectly, and that'll give me plenty of flat surface here for the windshield to set on. And I think what I'll do on this one is probably lay a piece of wire or something across here to strengthen the Bondo. As I started doing this, taking this lip off, one of the things that I realized here was that this windshield was just roughed out here on the bottom. It wasn't done at all, so I've cut the lip off. I've ground out everything that's bad on it. My first step here is to make this windshield bottom at least permanent. I got to get it exactly where it's supposed to go. So that's what I'm going to do now, is Bondo this up, finish the bottom of the windshield. I've got it straight now, so when I finish Bondoing this, it'll all be finished. Well, this is roughly done. I have to clean it up a little bit still, but it looks fine. Yeah, when we start talking about drilling bolt holes into the metal, mounting dashes, it's time to make sure you got everything right. It's not the same as roughing out something in Bondo. Once I get this dash where it goes and start drilling holes, I don't want to have a bunch of holes in it. I only want one. So, clean up Mr. Window frame. Of course, I'll have a lot of Bondo coming through in there. This will give me my final whatever I'm going to have here on my mount for it. I'll just let this dry up and whittle it off with a blade and get it about where it needs to go, and then that'll finish my final forming here on this. Got that all trimmed up pretty good. Didn't really change anything here in the front. It's just the same as it was, of course. And in the back, which is where I just put this layer of Bondo and filled up the part where I cut that horizontal bracket off, we're still looking pretty good. It may not be perfect, but as I'm going to mold this anyway to the dash, it's not going to make much difference. So I'm trying to determine whether I should mold all of this this Bondo to the frame, to the windshield frame, or whether I should try to make it part of the cowl. The cowl is not really that strong. Where the windshield frame, you know, it's metal and it's going to have a piece of glass in it. Maybe I should just smooth this out best I can and make this whole piece here. Yeah, that'll be best. This should all be part of this frame here, or the part of the cowl, because that's kind of skinny and not very strong. And so any more Bondo that I put on this will help it.